Welcome to another episode of Game Jockeys, the Lazarus Podject. Today we're going to be doing a special E3 edition. With me, as always, Tyler.
Hello.
And Jared.
Hey.
And myself, Eric. So we saw a lot of games revealed at E3.
Yes,
lots of things to be excited about. The Bethesda conference started it all off. They revealed their new Fallout 4 that we've all been waiting for.
You don't start with the A game, man.
Fuck the A game. I like the A game. Fuck the other games. I said it.
The A game is Doom.
Is Doom.
A game is Doom. I'm super excited for that one.
I am too.
Absolutely.
Super violent game. I'm pretty pumped to see how good it is, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, ID, I hope they can get all the issues they had with Rage out of the way, and there's not going to be frame rate issues like they had.
And
screen tear. But other than that, Rage was pretty decent. Like, it played really well on console. It was not so good on the PC on that aspect.
Yeah, that was pretty awful. But I mean, I'm pretty sure they've learned from that experience.
And Doom's pretty big for them.
Yeah.
It's their baby.
People didn't like Doom 3. It wasn't very warmly received, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
As far as I know, I've never met a person who didn't like Doom. I know Doom scared the shit out of me when I played it.
Yeah, actually. Like, I don't get scared in games, generally. And I played Doom 3 alone by myself in the basement. Alone by myself. In the basement.
Good English.
And, like, legit was, like, doing that all the time.
I'll one-up you. So, here I am, in my bedroom. Lights are all off.
Were you by yourself?
No, actually, I wasn't by myself. My buddy was sitting on the bed behind me playing on the PS2, but he had headphones on, so I couldn't hear his stuff. He couldn't hear my stuff. It was great.
Hey, buddy, hold the joystick.
So I'm playing, but I had to pee. So I paused the game. I get up to go to the bathroom, and then I hear a fucking rattle on the roof. Next thing I know, my cat comes falling out of the ceiling, lands on me. I scream like a little girl, and needless to say, I didn't have to go to the bathroom anymore.
Well, at least you're at home.
Yeah, and I was in my bedroom, so it was quick to change my underwear. So, I mean...
That's hilarious.
It was funny. It was good. It was a good time. So I am excited to see Doom, and I'm hoping that it'll bring that same terrifying atmosphere that Doom 3 had.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with the Ultra Gore. And the multiplayer sounds really cool. Like, the idea of being, you get your power-ups, but then there's also players are going to be fighting over a rune that will turn them into a demon.
Yeah.
And just wreck shit all over the place.
That is super cool that you get to do that.
Yeah, the multiplayer looks promising.
Yeah.
Can I buy zip ties for my flashlight? That's what I want to know.
And then their next, the big one they also did was Dishonored 2 that we saw leaked earlier. I was a big fan of Dishonored games. Yeah, thanks to Twitch. I don't know how you do that. How do you accidentally...
It's happening pretty commonly, actually.
Well, to the point where it's like, are they really fucking accidents?
Is it PR?
Yeah.
Oh, we messed up, guys.
Although the Twitch one was really funny, because, like, how do you say, like, you have to actually click the record button.
How do you start a stream, plan out all your speech, and actually start talking, and then realize that you're fucking up?
Yeah.
You fucked up, sir. But we do have there is a new character in the game, Emily, who was the little girl in the first one, whose parents were killed that you avenged. So you have her and Corvo to choose from, each with their own separate powers. I really liked Dishonored's world because it was steampunk-esque, and it had all the stealth mechanics of Thief. Yeah. Plus you had cool little powers.
Yeah, I guess it did. Yeah, you were more powerful than Garrett, though. Substantially so.
You were, but you couldn't fight toe-to-toe with anything, just like in Thief.
And Thief, though, like, you get discovered and you're just done. Especially later on in the game when you're fighting the undead.
In the older one, yes, not so much in the newer one. The newer one, they made it a little bit more forgiving.
That's Enter Shadow?
No, it's just called Thief. It's like a reboot.
Oh, I thought
it was not. It was
It was a decent game. There was some issues, more so on the console version than the PC version.
Yeah. When I think of Thief, I think of Thief
2. Yeah.
That's when I talk about Thief, that's generally what I mean.
Yeah. And then we had the big reveal of Fallout 4, which I mean everyone knew was coming.
Hold on.
What?
The big reveal of Fallout Shelter.
Fallout Shelter, yes.
Yes.
Which
that was the bomb dropping.
is outselling Candy Crush for downloads.
It's true, which is absurd.
It is. And I've been playing it on my phone, and it is a lot of fun. And I've been reading a lot about like all the different experiments people have been doing. However, Bethesda needs to address one little problem with the game.
It's not on Android?
No, not well. Other than the fact there's not that needs to be addressed.
That's the only thing I've read about that game.
But if you put a full-grown adult and a small child in the living quarters together, they will start talking about being in a relationship.
It's Fallout, man. It's different worlds.
It doesn't matter.
They're into it.
I guess.
It was a screen I saw today. It was an old guy with a bald head, kind of like me, and a little girl.
This is nothing to brag about.
and he says, the little girl, I'm so glad that we're in
the van.
I'm so glad that we're in a relationship. I think we make a cute couple. I was like, oh wow,
yeah,
we should fix that.
It's progressive.
It's progressive.
Was she just a dwarf, maybe?
No, she was a kid. There is no dwarves. Trust me, if there was, I would make it. It's fact.
And it'd be a Viking.
And it would be a Viking. And have a giant beard. And steampunk goggles.
And be female.
How did you know?
Crazy fucking guess.
And then, of course, they had Fallout 4 that they revealed. More information about.
Yeah.
Voice acting is going to be in it, so your character's going to have a voice. They've upgraded the visuals for it. Thankfully, they did a new engine, so they didn't use the old Skyrim engine.
Speaking of
which was using the old Oblivion engine.
Yeah.
Skyrim didn't use the Oblivion engine. Skyrim had a whole new engine built up for it. It was
I guess it would.
It was an upgraded version. Trust me, the Argonians and the Khajiit actually looked half decent in that.
That is true. That's true.
They also, again, you could choose male and female. Tyler?
Before we move on quick, I'd like to note that one cool thing about the voice acting is that the characters recorded hundreds and hundreds of names as, like, the most common names that would be chosen for a character.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, you are actually voiced as your character name, not just, like, hey... and then blank.
Yeah,
hey, lonely traveler.
Yeah, or they usually use a title or something like that.
Yeah.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
Yeah, like it clearly states your name in the bottom line in the caption, and then just doesn't say it in the text or in the speech.
Yeah, I really like that. I think that's really really cool. I also
little things done right.
Yep. I also like the fact that you can build your own settlement. That alone, like, got me excited. I mean, the gunplay still looks really choppy, clunky, I guess would be a good word. But,
and this thing got me more pumped up for that game than anything else. They brought back the Rock It launcher. You load teddy bears in and kill super mutants.
Yeah. Well, and then you can also customize your weapons with over 700 mods.
Yes.
Which apparently are also going to be on console.
Yeah. No, not those mods, you fool. I'm talking about weapon mods. But yes.
They'll still be on console.
But yes,
Deadpan.
Actual player-made mods are coming to console. Xbox One and Windows will be getting it first. And then they were talking about how they want to put it on PS4 as well. So I guess we'll wait and see. But it doesn't matter to me because I'm going to play it on PC anyways.
They're going to have to develop some kind of platform to make that more accessible on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they just get the whole thing going anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I'm playing on PC regardless, so I'm going to spend more time building up a settlement and doing that than probably anything else in the game.
Yeah. the only upsetting thing I'll say about Fallout is that at the time of this recording, we still have no Pip-Boys in Canada.
Well, we do. They're in Best Buy, and they're in
online,
Amazon,
just not in store.
but they're not in EB Games.
Oh, never mind then. I take everything I just said back. EB Games sucks.
There you go. That's all you had to say.
You can pre-order them online. I don't think you can pre-order them in store anywhere.
Yeah. You can't pre-order the Pip-Boy edition online at EB Games, so.
But you can go on Amazon and do it?
Well, you could, but they're now sold out.
Well, yeah, but you could have.
Yeah. You could have.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll find a last minute one.
Tyler, it is could have.
It is the most sought after collector's edition at this moment.
Thought I'd let you know that, Tyler.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm working on my English all alone by myself.
Speaking of collector's editions,
synonyms, they're fun, kids.
I got the joy of salting Jared's wounds today when we were talking about the Pip-Boy edition. He then went on to tell me about how he wanted the Witcher collector's edition, and they had told him that they didn't have any for pre-order, or you couldn't get it pre-ordered. And it's funny because I actually had a pre-order at EB Games, but I canceled it because I wasn't interested in getting the game. So
they just said nah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
And Jared walked in, they're like, nah.
Fuck Jared.
Yeah, we don't have that.
It was funny.
I'm buying that after shift.
I blame Greg.
Fucking Greg. Fucking Greggles.
Greg!
Damn you, Greg, if you're watching.
Even if you're not watching.
Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, damn you even more.
Yeah, the mods and stuff look super cool in that game.
Yeah.
They brought back and improved upon the mods that seemed more relevant in 3. In New Vegas, like, the mods and stuff, it's like, ooh, I have 3 more bullets in my gun that I already one-shot everything with.
They're also introducing cryo weapons. So I think it's a pretty good bet that your guy was in cryostasis to survive 200 years.
I thought we already knew that.
No,
yeah, I thought,
they never
yeah.
they never said it. They never said it at the conference. They said without spoiling anything, your character wakes up 200 years later.
Oh,
It's implied, but they do not say it.
Go for a nap and just slept in.
That's like saying when you go to the Jurassic World theater movie, and they're like, it's implied that the dinosaurs will get out of their cage. It doesn't necessarily happen. It's just watch an hour and 45-minute movie of people watching dinosaurs.
It's implied.
45-minute of Chris Pratt, I'd still watch it.
That's true, I would too, because Chris Pratt is the bomb. Which Jurassic World was actually a really good movie. I was really surprised.
It was.
After Jurassic Park 3.
It was good.
Oh, it's so much better than Jurassic Park 3, though.
Oh, yeah. And 2.
Whoa.
Have I told you that I know the name of the next movie in the trilogy?
Jurassic World.
Jurassic Planet. Jurassic World was this one.
Thank you, Jared.
That's it. You do what I meant!
It is absolutely Jurassic Planet. And the next one's going to be like Jurassic
Universe. Galaxy?
The dinosaurs will create spaceships.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna watch the shit out of that one. Actually, let's be honest. Like, Godzilla's gonna show up now.
I'd like that crossover.
For 7 minutes and 38 seconds.
Well, I mean, they keep genetically making more dinosaurs, so why not throw Godzilla in there? Let's make the king of them.
Godzilla really a dinosaur?
Giant lizard. He can be thrown in there with the dinosaur era.
I thought he was like a Komodo dragon that did.
That was in the American one. Will you fuck off? And it was an iguana.
It's even worse.
Like, we won't even talk about that. Except, well, actually, I think we have, actually.
I like that one.
You're so bad at life.
Am I, though?
I don't know. Are you? I think you are. A little bit? Okay.
It's debatable. No, in Jurassic World, I really like the scene with the T-Rex coming out of his containment cell.
Yeah.
I loved it.
When he came out to kick some ass, yeah.
Yeah, and his eyes were glowing.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to fight an eagle, and it didn't happen.
And then when the Velociraptor Blue is riding the T-Rex.
Which I also didn't find out until a little bit later that the T-Rex in World is the same one from the originals.
What?
The T-Rex that's in Jurassic World is the same T-Rex that was in the originals.
How did you
Jurassic Park, Eric?
No, I know what he's saying. I'm asking how he found that out.
They mentioned it, actually.
Oh, really? I must have missed that.
Yeah.
You began and ended that sentence in the word actually. Fuck you. Don't correct me ever again.
I wish I could have done something different.
Anyways.
Microsoft!
Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Actually, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to play it. It's one of the big games I'll definitely be getting this year.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we had the Microsoft conference where they introduced some Halo 5 Guardians gameplay, which just looked like more Halo.
It looked okay.
It's Halo. It's whoop-de-doo.
I'm more interested in the campaign than I am for the multiplayer.
I don't even care.
The Halo story's not terrible.
It's not great either.
My problem...
It is. You just have to... The thing with Halo, and they do the same thing with Gears, is that they don't put the whole story in the games.
Yeah, but I don't... I don't want to go sit and read books if I want to know the whole story.
Yeah, but that's not saying the story's not good. You just have to look for it, which is unacceptable.
Honestly, if you're playing Halo for the story, you're already doing it wrong anyways. It's a shooter.
Shooters can have story, though.
They can and can't.
No, they absolutely can.
Yeah.
There's no reason that they can't.
I don't know.
Simply because the genre of the game does not mean it can't have a story.
Most of those don't, though. Most of them are just something they threw together for a shooter.
Most racing games don't have a story.
No, they better not have a story.
I can't think of one that does. I shouldn't have used racing games.
Need for Speed Underground has a story, and one of them does.
I'm sure
Underground.
Mario Kart does.
I've played like 5 racing games in the last 10 years, and 3 of them are going to be Mario Kart.
I don't know. There's not a lot of shooters that I would play and say that the story is where it's at. There are some like BioShock, and
that was going to be my reference actually.
BioShock, yeah, and the Metro games. But I don't know. Halo, like even in the books, the story wasn't really all that fantastic.
My only problem with Halo is that it was originally supposed to be one ring, but then it was like such a big hit that they're like, we need more story. There's more rings.
They blew up the first ring and were like, well, what do we do now?
You know what the best thing that came out of... You know what
That's my only problem with it.
The best thing about Halo is it got us red versus blue.
It absolutely did. I think that would have happened anyways. Yeah. Just Halo facilitated it at that time. Because Halo was such, as I said, a blockbuster hit.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, Halo's got its place, but it's not... You know, it's not the big system seller cornerstone that it used to be.
No.
Yeah.
I do I loved Reach. Reach is probably my favorite Halo as far as campaign and story. But they also made the Covenant seem decent.
See, I liked the Covenant in Halo, 1, and I think even 2 and maybe 3 had it, where, you'd kill a bunch of elites, and then the grunts would just break rank and just run flailing and screaming.
But they had that in Reach, but they made them feel alien again. They actually seemed like they were a force to be reckoned with. Because at the end of Halo Reach, you die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You die.
Yeah.
Who are you in Halo Reach?
You are
Noble 6.
Yeah, what is that? A 4th or a 5th generation Spartan?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're the one of the Spartans that came after Master Chief, and it's basically the whole story of the fall of Reach.
Yeah,
which they changed a bunch of shit for the game from the book that was written first, but whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna nitpick.
Whatever. books take priority over games generally for story, as books do for anything, because books are literally a story.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, Halo's gonna sell. Halo's gonna, Halo fans are gonna be happy with it.
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean, it doesn't look terrible.
No, it doesn't, and I think there is some things that interest me about it, like the whole Locke and his group of Spartans hunting down Master Chief. But
I don't know. I fell off the Halo boats after Halo 2.
I'm not gonna go out and buy an Xbox One tomorrow so I can play Halo 5.
Yeah, basically what it comes down to.
If anything, I will buy an Xbox to play the new Gears of War.
Not me.
I just like the universe. I just like the dark grittiness of Gears of War.
It does have a cool style.
Yeah.
However, every battle, you can tell when a confrontation is going to happen. Because it's like, oh, hey, it's waist-height wall.
Yeah. It's true.
It's a bunch of places with like strategic cover on both sides. I wonder if there will be conflict here.
Well, see, I don't know.
There's nothing organic about the fighting. It doesn't feel natural.
No, but I also find that in the Gears games, as opposed to the Halo games, where in Halo you play, the super soldier, the army of one. In Gears, they actually you still play one main character, but they still give you that feeling that you're gonna lose.
You don't wear a helmet to conflict.
None of them do, except for Carbine, and Carbine dies all the time. Except for the third one.
Yeah, your bandana is more protective than a helmet.
Well, it's a video game. They're not going to let you die. It's just the way it is. Like an action movie. They're not going to kill the main guy.
Put a helmet on him during combat.
But then you can't see his face.
Exactly. Who? How are you not going to be able to see that?
Topher Grace needs more
the
time.
chisel.
Venom is lame.
That is a terrible idea. But that is one game I would buy an Xbox One for. And then they have the Elite controller.
I haven't looked at it.
I really like the idea of it, but I don't like the price tag.
It looks cool. It looks like something I would buy, but not for $150.
Absolutely not. And that's American, so it'll probably be like $170, $180 here.
Well, all the games are going up to $80 anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I think just a cost of doing business in hard copy.
yeah. That, and they're just trying to get as much money out of it as they can because they know it's going to sell.
I'm not opposed to paying a little bit extra to a game company that produces quality games on a regular basis. I am opposed when it's a uniform increase in cost, because then it's like, I'm not paying $80 for a game that I might play.
Yep.
Yeah.
But all these games will sell because they have all the fans that will buy them for that price regardless, so.
I can't complain. I buy every fucking Nintendo game that comes out.
That's true.
And a lot of them are terrible.
Yeah, they hit gold with some of them.
Oh, they absolutely do.
With the Wonderful 101.
That was good.
I love that game.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It's fantastic. We're not talking about Nintendo yet.
I'm always going to gently steer.
We need more. We need more. They showed some gameplay, though, of Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I love that series.
Did you played the last one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. It was actually like the first Tomb Raider I actually ever played.
Really?
Yeah, I never was interested in playing Tomb Raider before that.
No.
Yeah.
I played like all of them.
Yeah, it's same with the Uncharted series. It was just never my cup of tea.
Uncharted I have never played. I've never even actually seen gameplay of it. I've seen Nathan Drake walk up a flight of stairs. That's it.
It's Tomb Raider as a dude.
Well, then I'm not interested.
I'd say it's Tomb Raider meets Gears of War. Basically, is how it plays.
Then I'm definitely not interested.
I don't know. I feel like it just plays Tomb Raider, like the new one, Definitive Edition. I don't know why I said Definitive Edition. That's the PS4 version.
Throwing adjectives in there.
I do what I want. I don't know. It looks really good. It sucks that it's going to be Xbox exclusive.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not even going to make it to PC?
I don't know if
Wait,
it is.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's definitely on PC.
Oh, then I'm not too worried about that because I'll just play it on the PC.
It's not exclusive then. Don't say it's exclusive. You're spreading rumors.
We're not, though. It's console wars. Console wars, bro. PC doesn't count. PC is not a console.
PC Master Race.
Exactly. PC is like God, right? And then you have the consoles, which are like...
PC is Jesus.
And then you got the consoles, which are like the different countries warring. And
two countries.
Well, you have Nintendo in there, but they're like they're like Australia. They just don't care.
Wouldn't they be like Swiss?
I guess Swiss. That's a good one.
Because everyone's like, oh, they're not a contender. Look at
And then
they make the best games.
And Microsoft is like Russia.
Okay.
And Sony is like America.
I'm not seeing any of these. I don't see how any of these comparisons make sense.
Because they hate each other so much.
I'll let you have it.
Russia and America are allies.
Russia fucking hates America. What the fuck's wrong with you?
No, Vladimir Putin hates America.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Let's get off of politics right now. Next game. Tomb Raider. Rise. Almost as good as Batman.
And available November 10th.
Yep. As well as Fallout 4, so good luck trying to sell Tomb Raider.
I'll play Tomb Raider on Fallout 4. That's
I
one copy.
I'll pick up Tomb Raider later on.
I'll just pick up both. Mirror's Edge looked like a game.
Like a game.
That's me being an ass. The first one I did not like. The second one looks better.
Yeah. I didn't buy the first one. It was hard to play though.
Yeah, it was a new thing, which was cool, but it was poorly deployed.
Yes, it was.
If you ask me. It felt clunky and not as free-flowing as it should have.
Yeah. But it was definitely, it wasn't bad. I don't know. Like I said, I only played a bit of it. I couldn't really get into it.
I didn't finish it.
I don't know if the new one's going to be one that I'm going to be interested at all.
Yeah. I agree on that.
You and that damn pen.
You and that damn vape.
I needs it though. And then Dark Souls 3, I am excited for it.
Is that actually official?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was leaving the room periodically for.
Yeah, no, it's official. It's 100% being released.
Is it made by the same team that made like Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2?
Yep.
And is it in the Dark Souls style or the Bloodborne style?
Dark Souls style. It's the last one in the series they're doing.
Really?
For Dark Souls, yeah.
And they're gonna make Demon Souls again.
The Bloodborne 2.
I'd probably say yeah, Bloodborne.
Bloodborne probably.
See, I like Dark Souls more than I like Bloodborne.
And I like Bloodborne more than I like Dark Souls.
And I like Demon Souls more than I like the other two.
Fuck you, Jared.
Well then, looks like we have ourselves a game of rock, paper, scissors here.
Mexican standoff.
That's not a game.
It could be.
That's a serious situation.
Well, sorry, Jared.
You're the scissors. No, I like the Dark Souls more because. What are you looking at? I like the Dark Souls more because Bloodborne felt easier and the battles felt longer, just because like bosses had way too many hit points. Whereas Dark Souls, like, boss fights ended pretty quickly if you were on point.
Well, no, the fights were a lot different later on in the game. That first fight was just your first time trying them out. When you get,
I've seen every boss in Bloodborne.
The fights aren't that long. Like the Bloodstained Beast was like a minute and a half to kill.
Yeah, if you're like.
Did you say Bloodstained?
I said Bloodstained.
Bloodstained made $5.7 million.
More than Potato Salad and
What was it?
Kung Fury. My God!
Don't worry, you'll get it next time.
I like that. Was
Kickstarter is over for that. However, I'd imagine there's a PayPal thing going on right now.
Oh, probably. Speaking of Kickstarters, Shenmue 3 Kickstarter.
Wow, that was actually like a flawless segue until I brought this up.
It was Shenmue 3, fastest Kickstarter to hit its mark. They hit their goal like instantly that night.
Yeah.
Is it actually the fastest?
It is.
Yeah.
They said it is the fastest on record.
Cool.
And now Sony is officially backing it too now.
I didn't play Shenmue 1 and 2.
Neither did I. I actually have no idea what the game is about. I have no idea what the people are excited about this game.
You play as like an investigator, I know that much, and your job is to find out who killed your family.
I played a little bit of them on the Dreamcast back in the day. I didn't mind them.
Yeah,
I thought they were on the Xbox.
They were readapted to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't fucking know anything that came out on the Dreamcast, really.
Yeah.
I was a big Dreamcast fan. That was
console before its time.
It was.
It really was, and that's why it failed. If it would have came out the same time as the PS2 and Xbox did, like when the GameCube came out, I mean, who knows what it would be like today.
Yeah.
Maybe Sega would still be good instead of making Sonic games.
I mean, they made Vanquish, which was really fucking good last gen.
Was it? I never played it.
Vanquish was really good, yeah. It was a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Like a Chaos Emerald, did you say?
I'd say more like a kind of like a Bloodstained.
Like a Bloodstained.
$5.7 billion.
God damn it! More than potato salad.
And Kung Fury.
Combined. Yeah.
Potato salad and Kung Fury.
I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot at Microsoft that really excited me. I think the big thing that they did, backwards compatibility for the Xbox 360 games.
Yeah, that is neat.
They're throwing down the gauntlet.
I really like it.
It's what everyone wanted.
But the problem with my problem with that is if you have a 360 or an Xbox One, you have the previous consoles.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of those people that trades in for a 20th of the price of your
big thing.
console.
Like I know this is with me personally. I know other people have said this too. Like there's a lot of games on the 360 I'd go back and play, but I don't like the controller, especially now after using the two new controllers for so long.
Yeah.
I just found the 360 controller to be too, I don't know, janky or clunky or something.
Janky?
I have 3 words.
Jankies!
No, 4 words. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Or you know, now that it's backwards compatible, I could just not suck it up and play it using.
There's a lot of talking about sucking going on here.
I would play your favorite 360 game on the normal Nintendo controller.
Have fun playing Gears of War with that.
I can duck against a wall and reload.
You just gotta be able to chainsaw, that's all that matters.
And I can strafe and move forward and backwards. I can't turn. I can't shoot. I can't chainsaw.
You're like a shark.
I can't force...
Well, you might have chainsaw. It's got the B button.
Oh, yeah.
Go lay down.
Well, I can rev the chainsaw. I can't actually swing it.
Get out of here.
I can look real scary.
You're pretty much golden already, then.
I don't know. The one thing that I will buy an Xbox for, the Rare Collection. For $30, you get all the Rare games. 30 of the best games they ever made, which includes Battletoads
and Conker's
Bad Fur Day.
And Perfect Dark before it was butchered on the 360.
Perfect Dark Zero was awful.
Yeah.
I didn't even try it. I just didn't want to.
Yeah. No.
But Battletoads, that's all that mattered to me.
I bought from a Walmart bin and I regretted it.
Did you just glitch out and fast forward? You
sure did.
You froze and then you fast forwarded really quickly.
Yeah, you got that sentence out in a hurry.
I'm just so fast.
You're the Flash. At least that's what she said.
Doesn't matter.
He has a valid point, Eric.
He does.
Yeah. Which Battletoads is it?
On the first one, for sure. I don't know what else is added in there. I haven't seen a list of all the games yet. I know it's going to
retail. Do you think you'll be able to beat it in co-op this time?
Probably not.
I guarantee you they did not fix the physics on the second stage. The minutes that it would take to fix that, not worth it. No one will get past the speeder bike stage without save state.
But it'll be a good Let's Play.
Yay!
Yay!
So we can lose together some more.
As long as we're together.
That's all that matters.
Speaking of together, Tearaway.
Yes.
Is that a good segue?
Chimpanzee riding on a Segway.
Isn't it Terraria?
Terraria?
Not Terraria. Not Tearaway.
Tearaway is the game by the guys who made Little Big Planet.
I knew what he was talking about.
They made Tearaway and they made Dream.
Yeah, Media Molecule.
But Tearaway looks, I don't know, it looked alright. Didn't look as good as Little Big Planet was.
No,
Little Big Planet's classic.
Yeah. Little Big Planet, the first time I played that game, I'm like, what is this? And then you start playing it for 20 minutes, you're like, oh my god, this game is so much fun.
You started up, you're like, why is this game so popular? And you're like, oh, this is why.
Who is this?
I understand.
Yeah, and then you stick 17 zebra tails to your guy's head, and you're like, this is awesome.
And in the new one, you can make a fat guy.
Nice.
And dwarves.
I just have fond memories of when friends are on one side of the hole, you jump ahead and get to the other side before they do. Then when they go to join you on the other side, you jump at them and grab onto them and just drag them down.
You're like the worst person to play video games with.
The fondest of memories doing that.
I don't know. All around Xbox, they showed some decent stuff that everyone was clamoring about, but nothing that got me really excited.
I think, to me personally, they got me going more than Sony did this year.
They came out with big guns. It was all flashy though. The only conference that actually showed us a lot was Nintendo's conference. It was literally just them playing the games the whole time.
Yeah.
So we actually saw everything.
Before we move on to Nintendo, which is weird that I'm steering away from it, I'm excited for Horizon.
Yes.
It looks super cool.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks awesome.
I will
Great.
remain skeptical until the game comes out or until I see more gameplay.
I hope your character doesn't talk to herself the entire game, because that was getting old during the preview.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool, the world looks cool, the mechanics look sweet. Giant robot dinosaurs.
Canadian flag. Behind myself so you can't see the room. I am putting an earphone in my ear. That's so that I can hear things. That's what that preview felt like for me.
Yeah, I mean, no, like Sony's conference had some stuff that I liked, like The Last Guardian.
Yeah.
The Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
I only have one problem with Last Guardian, is that the thing that made Ico and
Shadow of the Colossus.
That's the one. Super, the sense of loneliness you got from that, because all you had in Shadows was aggro.
Yeah.
Your force. And aggro had no feedback to you, pretty much ever.
Yeah.
But in this one, you have giant beast thing that is there and helping you.
Giant beast thing.
So you don't feel as alone. It doesn't feel like it's complete solace. You're not isolated.
Yeah. I don't know. I lost interest in that a long time ago.
I'm still interested.
I was never an Ico or Shadows of the Colossus guy. I honestly didn't play him because of the PS2 time. I was more on my PC than anything.
Eric, hang up your part of the call. You're done here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The Last Guardian's definitely day one for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I'll probably pick it up when it comes out.
I mean, if it's even half as good as Shadow of the Colossus,
I always wanted to play Shadows of the Colossus. I just never did.
We will absolutely play it sometime, Eric.
Because I heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah. And, like, have you seen anything about it? Like, have you watched footage?
Oh, yeah, I've seen stuff, like when he's fighting some of the giant monsters.
Okay.
And that's what interests me, is the fact that you're fighting giant monsters.
Yeah, that's all you do in the game. There's no, like, random little dudes. There's nothing between. You just travel across a not desolate, but, like, an empty world.
A barren world.
It's not even barren.
There's nothing in it. Isn't that what barren is?
Barren has like a sense of destruction to it, almost.
Yeah.
Where like life is not.
Shut up, Jared. You're just agreeing just cause.
It's the same thing as like.
I know what you're up to over there. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, what he said. I have no idea, but yeah.
Let's tag team this guy.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, let's get him.
That's it. I'm done. Fuck you guys. I'm out.
Hang up. Yeah, but Sony had FF7, which was super cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And should have been done years ago.
Yep.
I mean, like, look how well Advent Children did. And Advent Children was terrible, but it was super entertaining.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be nice.
Uncharted 4 gameplay too was.
The what?
Uncharted 4 gameplay.
Oh yeah, like I said, I haven't played the Uncharted, so.
It
did look cool.
The
game does look cool.
They are bringing out the Nathan Drake collection, so we can all finally play them.
I wouldn't mind going back and playing them. I mean, everyone says that they're pretty damn good. So
I played through most of the first one, so the PS3 that I had blew up. So never went back.
All three of them. I wouldn't say I don't have hype for Uncharted 4, but it's just kind of it looks like Uncharted.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely had that kind of a feel to it, where it's just like it's more of. Which, I mean, if you like that, it's more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it adds anything to it, but it gives you extra. So, I mean, like, I've watched shows, like, TV shows and anime and stuff where you're like, I wish there was just one more season of more of this.
But other than Last Guardian and Final Fantasy VII, and Shenmue, there wasn't really much else they announced.
Yeah, I mean Horizon.
Oh, and Horizon, yeah.
Yeah, but no, other than that, they were really. Yeah, Firewatch.
Firewatch.
Interesting.
Look cool.
Yeah.
Horizons are cool.
And I mean Dreams from Media Molecule.
Yeah, Dreams
could be good.
Could be. Yeah.
But, no, looking at it, there was just not a whole.
Frodo's.
My own writing got erased. I wrote these things down because I'm horrible with names. But the Taken King looks cool.
For Destiny, yeah. I watched the video doc for it. It got me more pumped up for it.
Yeah. Because
of the new powers that all the Guardians are getting. I mean,
yeah.
With the Warlock, you basically become Emperor Palpatine. You fly around, you shoot lightning as the Stormcaller. The Hunter gets a new, more of a support class. Their bow actually ties the creatures down, then explodes. And then the Titan, which is the class that I play, gets a fucking hammer.
I'm gonna have a hard time justifying $40 for it.
Oh, it better have some decent content in it.
Yeah.
Character stuff, like things that make your character better, immediately feel good.
Yes.
And for the people that play a lot of it, they'll have more than one character, so they'll have one of each class, so like that'll feel really good.
But
an extra raid or boss.
There's one new raid. I think there's 2 new strikes. There may be more. I can't remember. But my problem is
how piss poor the season pass was.
are we just going to be traveling around the same fucking areas that we did already over and over again to death, or are they going to give us some new planets to explore? I've heard rumors of Saturn.
Yeah.
But
I would even like.
What?
Are they going to give
Pluto's
you Pluto?
a planet again?
Pluto's a planet now.
No, it's
Yep.
not.
Yeah, it is. It got reannounced as a planet.
Who said it?
NASA.
The same people who said it was not.
Shouldn't be.
Fuck you.
Good counterpoint. Having read what makes a planet, it meets 0 of the qualifiers.
Is it just because it's small?
It hasn't cleared a substantial amount of its orbit. It orbits at a different, its radius is tilted to the sun. It's permanently double tidal locked with its moon. It's made of just ice. Who cares? Fuck Pluto.
I'm not seeing any issues here.
That's it. I'm out.
I'm fucking done.
No, I don't know.
The mic, I need to drop it.
Really, my highlight coming out of E3 was the new Mass Effect.
New Mass Effect looks pretty fucking cool. The Mass Effect series was my favorite.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's called Andromeda. It'll have
Andromeda Strain.
It'll have Kevin Sorbo in it.
Nice.
If it does,
Hercules. No, just regular Hercules.
just regular Hercules.
I like that they're bringing the Mako back for it.
Yeah.
I just hope the Mako actually works this time.
Yeah, me too. It looks like it works. It looks like it works a little better.
If you fall into the Mako, do you get like that greenish blue eye thing going on, and you get to be a member of Soldier?
Will you go away?
Is it part of the live stream?
Get out of here.
I played Mass Effect 1.
This is now a 2-person podcast.
Mass Effect 2 was much better than Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, and I found Mass Effect 3 to be the best.
Really?
But
I liked Mass Effect 1.
Mass Effect 1 was good, but too much RPG elements.
You've lost me on the too much RPG elements.
I wouldn't say it's too much RPG elements. There's just something about the gameplay that didn't feel quite as polished as it did with the second and third.
I heard they fixed like the planet scanning and stuff.
Yeah, they made it faster, not so like boring to do.
It was monotonous.
Yeah. It was so monotonous.
Yeah, but I just like watched shows while I did it, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like I'm not actually 100% in on that. I'm like 30.
They streamlined combat and made it a lot more polished and a lot more faster paced to match like the atmosphere they want to have.
Yeah.
They added a lot more characters that were a lot honestly more interesting than what you got in the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. What did they add in the fourth one?
The fourth one, they just showed a trailer. That's all they've shown so far.
What did they show for it though? Like I must have missed that.
All they've shown
a lot more open exploration. Yeah. Most is the vibe I'm getting from it.
Yeah, it's hard to say because like the major threat's gone, right? The Reapers are destroyed. So I don't know. It looks like there's going to be multiple Spectres in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they did say, like, no more Commander Shepard. Like, his story's done.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I kind of hope that you get the option to be not just a human, but you could also have the option to pick maybe one or two of the other races.
Like a Krogan.
Or the Turians.
Yeah.
Although I don't think Krogans can be Spectres.
Oh, they goddamn will be in mine.
Yeah, in my fan fiction they are.
I don't want to know about what's going on in your fan fiction.
All I'm saying.
I mean, they can't have kids, so.
That's like its own contraception.
And there's usually, well, that's what the Turians did to him.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Solarians, not the Turians. It was Solarians.
You're just saying words now.
Jared knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And Mass Effect 3 was good for about 3/4 of the game.
And then it fell apart.
And then it fell apart hard.
See, I'm still in the middle.
Jared. They even said when they first started this game, all your choices are going to matter all the way to the end. And then at the end, none of your choices mattered. You had 3 decisions to make, regardless of what you made for decisions.
Yeah, no, like, I understand. Like, where the whole...
And it was just anticlimactic. It was, we're on Earth, now we're making our choice.
No, like, I understand, like, where the whole, like, uproar comes from, but at the same time, it's just... It's really tough to do something...
Even so, it was rushed, is what it was.
Something from like, choice to choice.
Well, and that's fine, but it was rushed. The ending was rushed. They were just trying to get the game out. Because the entire atmosphere they had in that game, there was so much tension up until that point.
We can blame EA for that one.
Oh, I blame EA for a lot of things.
EA Sports.
Like, I am terrified of what Battlefront's going to be. The little bit of gameplay they showed looks fucking sweet, but I still remain incredibly skeptical because EA has something to do with this fucking game.
I've read
they have shit servers.
I've read that the ground combat is really well done, and that the air combat is really, really poor at this point.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't understand how you could have... I don't know if this is actually a thing or just something that I was reading about, like, a wish list, and that is, if ground combat also has space combat intertwined, is that a thing?
I heard that was something they were going to do. I don't know if they actually are doing it.
Because if that's a thing, like, that's a disaster. Because this field has nothing to do with this field and vice versa.
Yeah.
There's nothing linking them other than that this one can go to this one and vice versa.
Yeah. And I'm fine with that. As long as the game... It's... I don't know. The atmosphere it just doesn't feel like Star Wars to me. It literally...
It absolutely feels like Star Wars. You're stormtroopers fighting robots.
Well, it doesn't, though. Something about it doesn't. It still just feels like Battlefield.
Darth Maul is on the field.
No, he wasn't.
Vader
Darth Vader was... Maul's not even going to be in the game.
He is absolutely going to be in the game.
The time period takes place between episode 6 and the new episode coming out. It's supposed to fill that gap.
Can I be Kyle Katarn?
Kyle Katarn doesn't even exist anymore. He's not even official canon.
It's the saddest day of my life.
All
One of my favorite Star Wars games.
All those games, not even official canon anymore. I don't know.
Actually, I'm okay with that. I don't care about canon.
I'm gonna buy Battlefront. I will play Battlefront. A part of me is still skeptical for some reason, and it may just be because Battlefield 4 put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, that sets us apart then, because I haven't played Battlefield 4. I played Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, see,
was the last one.
Battlefield.
That game was fantastic.
Battlefield 3 is where they started making their changes. Battlefield 4 was absolutely a mess. It was... The launch was horrible, the servers were terrible, and they just... I don't even know if the servers are fixed yet. When I was playing it, the servers were still a mess.
They fixed them like 4 or 5 months after release.
They still weren't good. 4 or 5 months after release, they were still... they were completely... not... What the fuck's the word?
No one knows it's in your brain. No indicators as to what it was.
Unstable, that's the word.
Oh, well.
The servers were still not...
You just said it.
I couldn't... You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, Jared.
Then we could have told you.
Yeah.
I will kick your ass. I will fight you.
We'll figure it out in post, don't worry. We'll make you look smart. I know, it's a tough task. We'll manage. Deep breaths. Woosah. Can I be Jar Jar Binks as a Jedi?
I wish.
He's Jar Jar Binks.
He was such
He's to save whole Confederation.
Let's be real. If it wasn't for Jar Jar, everyone would be fucked.
Actually, sadly, yes.
Yep.
That's the worst part about it. Is that he was a crucial character.
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah.
What else did Microsoft announce?
We're not even talking about Microsoft anymore. We're talking about EA.
I'm talking about Microsoft.
We're done with Microsoft. We've already talked about Microsoft.
Microsoft released more than just Halo and Uncharted.
And
Microsoft
Replay.
didn't release Uncharted because Uncharted's Sony.
Okay,
I'm not sure Microsoft would like to release Uncharted.
I'm gonna.
Oh, DayZ's coming to Xbox One.
DayZ's fun.
DayZ
is a game where like the most bizarre interactions happen between players.
When there's actual interactions. I played for 16 hours. I saw one zombie. I didn't see any players.
You have the most peculiar.
That sounds like season 3 of The Walking Dead to me.
I don't even know what happened, man. I couldn't find food. I found a motorcycle helmet, but I didn't find anyone.
I just think it's funny that you can lock yourself in a trunk, set off a beacon so that other people can find the car you're in, and then you can talk to the people in the car that you're in the trunk of. And just troll. And like you let them take you to their secret base, where you then cause a little bit of havoc and strangeness. Or people like hold you up at gunpoint and they're like, "Sing me a song or I'll shoot you." And you're like, why don't you build me up?
Buttercup baby.
Speaking of zombies and Microsoft,
Plants vs. Zombies.
Left 4 Dead 3?
Yep. Garden Warfare 2.
I don't even care.
Well, you suck.
Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3? There is actually, I was reading today that there's actually a debate on whether they should make a Call of Duty collection.
I don't think so.
Buy it. It depends which games were put in. If it was like Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, yeah, I'd buy it.
I wouldn't.
I don't think you do make it though. Based solely on the fact that generally old first-person shooters are just not quite as good as new ones.
Yeah.
Based on like the sharpness of gameplay, the tightness of the controls, that little bit better resolution so you can see someone, what have you.
Yeah.
Or just better servers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the servers wouldn't be a big issue if they re-released them, because then they would just be on whatever current servers they're using now. I don't even know if Call of Duty has dedicated servers still. I'm pretty sure it's still P2P.
Yeah, which is the worst thing ever, because host lag being a known phenomenon. You have 0 lag and everyone else has 100. You shoot them 3 seconds before they see you. I would have killed you first in DayZ.
Ubisoft had a good conference.
Did they release Beyond Good and Evil 2?
I don't think it's coming.
Then we are moving on.
They announced new South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Fractured Butthole.
I really like the first South Park, so I'm excited for it.
I didn't play Stick of Truth. Well, I didn't finish Stick of Truth.
I like Stick of Truth. It was fun.
I played it enough to know that it's good.
It's really good. It was South Park in its finest.
At its finest.
I said at its finest.
You said in.
I said at. Fuck off.
It's on recording, Eric.
I don't give a shit. I said at.
Whatever you.
Either way, it works.
Either way.
No, in its finest means that
we're not arguing about fucking grammar.
Well,
especially from the guy. Especially from the guy who said "could of" earlier. Like, good Lord, Tyler.
Good Lord, Tyler. That's a guy.
No, I liked Rainbow Six Siege. Looks interesting.
We go from South Park to Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six games are fun.
The co-op version, like where you fight against like a large group of enemies in a
Terrorist Hunt
lives each.
Terrorist Hunt,
yeah, is fun.
And they're bringing it back. And if you get the Xbox version, they're releasing it with Vegas 1 and 2.
Yeah, I love Vegas 2.
Vegas 2 is awesome.
Can I still take a picture of my face and put it on my character's face?
I sure as hell hope so.
And look stupid as hell because you have a still of your own face stretched to meet your character's head?
Hey, you gotta use the Kinect for something.
Yeah, no Kinect
at all. Spying.
Other than spying. Kinect's dead. They also, Ghost Recon Wildlands. A big open world Ghost Recon style game.
Yeah, I'll stay on the fence about that one.
Yeah.
Ghost Recon hasn't been good for
a while.
Yeah.
I think Advanced Warfighter 1 wasn't bad.
Yeah, the first Advanced Warfighter wasn't, but the second one was awful. And what was the newest Ghost Recon like?
Can't even remember.
Ghost Warrior or something.
I don't remember. I don't know. But the Division looks cool.
Yeah.
Division looks really cool. I will probably play the shit out of that.
Go on.
Well, it's basically a shooter MMO. To put it down. PlanetSide, but more tactical. In the style of all the Ghost Recon games.
Okay.
So,
out of all of the Ubisoft games this year, which one do you think will be the watchdogs of this year's lineup?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate will be the Assassin's Creed of last year.
Okay.
One? There was two.
No. Unity. Unity was trash.
Implying that the other one, I think Black Flag wasn't?
Black Flag was good.
Yeah, Black Flag was...
Black Flag was like the only good one they did. After the first one.
Flag.
I said Black Flag.
Don't be starting this again. It's a dangerous path.
I liked Black Flag because it wasn't Assassin's Creed, it was a pirate game.
Black Flag was easily the best one.
Easily.
Would you paint a portrait on it?
I would paint a portrait.
Would you take a canvas and set it on?
I would paint it like one of my French girls.
With other games, did Ubisoft have anything else?
Ghost Recon, which I think will be. I think Ghost Recon will be the watchdogs. That's my.
Yep.
Yep.
Black Flag.
You're amazing. My God.
I knew I'd use this pen.
Is that a stick with a triangle on it?
Yep.
That's funny.
If I put another triangle on it, it will look like that one country's flag.
One of the 192?
Yeah, one of them.
Not Canada.
No. Moving on, speaking of Canada, Nintendo's conference.
What does Nintendo have to do with Canada?
Well played.
They showed a lot of Mario Maker.
Speaking of Canada, Red, Bloodstained, $5.7 million.
Which made more than Potato Salad and Kung Fury, and I have it on reliable sources that both of those are very Japanesey, just like Nintendo. So, boom.
Drop the mic.
Did either of you watch Nintendo World Championship?
No.
No.
Why would I watch the World Championship?
Because it was at E3.
Why would I watch E3?
You guys make me
sick. I thought we were talking about Bloodstained still.
You don't even know what the game is about yet.
Which it wasn't at E3, which is a disappointment.
Yeah, biggest disappointment. Worst E3 ever.
It should get its own calendar event.
It should.
Bloodstained Bowl.
Let's take.
Yeah, the Nintendo World Championship was done on 4 levels in Mario Maker that I believe it was 2 guys created for the event, and they just had all the tools from Mario's, I think, 1, 3, Super Mario, and Mario Wii at their disposal in any configuration they wanted. And the cool thing is that everyone who played those levels played them substantially differently than any other player to solve the same problem. And they had like branching paths that would reconverge at certain points in the level so that you'd get back on path. But like some paths were shorter, some paths were harder, some paths were more obscure. But like it was super cool just to watch that and be like, I want to play Mario Maker. I want to make living hell for other people online using jump pads.
I fully will play every level you make.
Well, like
because it'll be horrible for me.
Yeah, it'll be lessons through looting.
but
there's one room where it was like all the floor was springs, and this wall was springs, and then jumping around the room was free floating springs that would bounce off other springs that were bouncing.
Oh my god.
And there'd be left and right ones and up and down ones. It's just madness. And watching people maneuver through that, you're like, I don't even know how you got through that without dying.
Yeah. Well, I think I'll be picking up the Mario Maker for sure.
Yeah.
I'm also really want to get the Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes.
What is the Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, Eric?
The multiplayer.
It's for the 3DS?
It's a multiplayer 3DS Zelda game.
That was the most letdown for like setting you up for explaining what it was.
I don't. Fuck off.
It's the new DS game.
We're not a talk show. We're a podcast.
But we can pretend.
Don't be an ass.
Is it really? Look at it.
What?
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 Well, no, what did you say, Jared? We didn't hear what you said.
What did you say?
Oh, fuck off.
This week's podcast brought to you by the letters F and U and the name Jared. There's a comma between it.
Oh, I thought you froze there for a second doing that smile. You're just like...
Yes, my plan worked.
Yeah. And the Nintendo Maker, when it is released, will come with the 4 stages made with the Nintendo World Championship. So you can compete against the people that played.
And
Wait,
ourselves.
Can we just go back a little bit?
We always go back, Eric.
Were you talking shit
Jared.
about the 3DS?
Was I talking shit?
3DS is awesome.
What?
Okay.
We weren't talking about we weren't talking shit about 3DS at all.
No, it sounded like Tyler did.
I would never.
So I was like,
his 3DS is what your right hand is to you. Your girlfriend.
His right hand.
He's right-handed. Not wrong.
Not wrong. I am right-handed.
Check and mate, motherfucker. But no, that game we were talking about, Triforce Heroes.
Yeah.
3DS game. 3-player Zelda, which is a weird number. I know. Doesn't matter. It's in the style of like 4 swords, which is cool.
Yes. Well, I mean, it is a weird number, but it makes sense because it's called Triforce Heroes.
Yeah, tri means 3.
Yeah, I think it's a play here. They're playing on words.
What?
What about butts?
The Triforce has 3 triangles, each with 3 points. Should be 9-player. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
I think that would be gay. Half-Life. Yoshi's Woolly World.
Okay, but would it be triangle cubed? So it'd be 3 times 3 times 3. That's something to think about.
So it'd be 12.
Well, that's too deep.
That'd be 12 players.
No, 3 times 3 times 3 is a lot more than 12.
18, whatever.
27.
Yep.
Whatever.
18? You did 3 times 3 times 2. Eric. Thank God for calculators, right?
I never said I was good at math.
I said, thank goodness for small miracles.
Carry on.
I was just trying not to laugh for a moment. Animal Crossing Happy House, where you're once again Tom Nook's bitch, and to do his bidding.
I never liked the Animal Crossing games.
What?
I never really played them.
I tried it. It's fucking boring.
It's just a game to like while away half an hour to an hour at a time.
Yeah. It's not a game that you can play for. Well, there's some people who play it.
It's super casual. You just play it for like half an hour to an hour a day and make your city, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's like Harvest Moon. You do stuff, you learn, you live, you laugh, you love.
You love.
And then you forget about it, and then your town grows with weed, and then you set the calendar back 400 years. And...
Did you just say with time you grow weed?
No.
Yeah, it's true.
You set the time back. Well, I mean, that's potentially true. It's a plant. Plants grow over time.
Yep. They're not instant.
Then there's Starefax Wii U coming out. It has a better name than that, but I forgot what it is.
Starefax?
Starefax.
Fairfax?
Star Fox.
Oh, Star Fox.
Starefax.
Where you're in cockpit view on the controller and third person on the TV.
Yeah.
And the guy who was playing it was terrible because there was flying chainsaws and he flew into both of them.
Maybe he wanted to show you what the R-Wing looked like without wings.
I just shook my head.
Wanted to show off the collision detection. That's fair.
Yeah.
And it takes from Robotech as it turns into a little mech on the ground.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know the point of having the R-Wing turn into a mech and the Landmaster turn into a jet. Because then they're both just the same thing, which is both.
Yeah.
But they look different.
A little bit. I don't know. It's a new Star Fox.
Yeah, in the styles of like the 64 and SNES version.
Well, it's like a remake or a reimagining of the first one.
Yeah. Well, second one.
Well, the N64 one.
That's the second one.
Yeah, I know that.
You said first.
It was the first one on the end.
Eric, it's so easy with you. I'm so glad we're not in the same room.
I am not.
Fight.
Wait, if you're in the fight, you're not chanting fight.
Well, I mean, I'll have a free hand because it'll be so easy.
Keep dreaming, buddy. Keep dreaming.
Keep reaching for that reading rainbow.
The reading train. Thomas the Steam Engine featuring the reading train.
the reading railroad.
It's alliteration. It's got to be correct. That was literally my thought process with that statement. Did you guys look at like SteamWorld Heist or any of that?
No, I didn't.
Did you play SteamWorld Dig?
I did a little bit. It wasn't bad.
Fun.
It wasn't bad. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was it was something to kill a few minutes here and there.
Yeah, like you could beat the entire game, and I think it was like 2 minutes and then 2 hours and 30 minutes, which I mean is very short. But that's like if you know what you're doing, and that's like saying that in Spelunky you can beat the entire game in 8 minutes. But let's be clear, you cannot beat Spelunky in 8 minutes.
Someone will
Have
do
you
it.
tried?
I've seen it done.
Have you tried it?
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe you just suck.
Yeah. I'm like 60 hours in, and I still haven't beat it once. Let alone in 8 minutes.
A new Fatal Frame's coming out.
Yeah.
Maiden of the Blackwater, which Butters will be excited for because he's a big fan of those games.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool to see another like classic survival horror come back with the loss of Silent Hill PT, because that's done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
May it rest in pepperoni.
Rest in pepperoni in pieces. Rip in pieces.
Yep. And then they announced Xenoblade Chronicles release date.
Yep.
For 3DS. Which, I don't know. I never played the Xenoblade game. I heard a lot of good things. I had it for the longest time. When the new consoles came out, it's hard to go back to the older ones sometimes for me.
Yeah. But that's for anything for me.
You can't say yup when you hyped up the backwards compatibility of the Xbox no less than 45 minutes ago.
But
don't talk about butts.
So I'm looking forward to
just nothing.
Hyrule Warriors for the 3DS.
Yeah, actually, Hyrule Warriors is fun.
I didn't play it. I had never. It's like Dynasty Wars, right?
Yeah, you played Dynasty Wars, right?
Yeah, I like the Dynasty Wars.
Ninja Warriors or Orochi Warriors.
Samurai Warriors and Warriors Orochi.
Yeah.
I don't think there was ever a Ninja Warriors.
Ninja
I'm
Warriors.
sure there was, but I'm probably not what I'm talking about.
No.
Ninja Warrior Ultimate Orochi.
Dynasty Ultimate Ninja Warrior Orochi.
Settle down there, Capcom.
They produced Mega Man.
This is completely random, but I am excited to see Dragon's Dogma come out.
Yeah.
Multiplayer. Because that game was so much fun to play.
It was good.
When I first saw Dragon's Dogma, and I saw Kyle playing it, a friend of mine, which you can probably both know, he was playing it, and there was 4 people on his team like, this game is fucking sick. I can't wait to play this co-op, because we always played Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it's single player. Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's just like, what?
Yeah, it was
joking.
It was a solid game. I like the mechanics, how you could climb all over the monsters to fight them. I remember when you're fighting the Griffin, you climb onto the Griffin, you're hanging there stabbing him in the face.
Yeah, like it's super cool. Like you have your wizards trying to ground him, and you have your knights like trying to keep him down. And...
Hi.
Guest jockey.
Yay!
Oh god.
Hi, River.
So this is my dog, River.
She plays games.
She's kind of a big baby. She's named River Song after the Doctor Who character.
Hi, River Song.
I feel like I'm doing a show in the mouth. No, get down. That's enough. Get down.
Get out.
Wow, why didn't you like Butters lick you in the mouth when he was a guest?
Because he wasn't sitting in my lap.
That's a good point.
Just saying.
Reach. Speaking of Reach, Halo Reach.
Halo Reach.
Speaking of that.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's not where I was going, but yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, that's actually just...
Which apparently I'm hearing there's going to be multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure how that's going to... Is it like co-op or...
I'd imagine so, because I can't see that game being versus properly.
Yeah.
I never played the Kingdom Hearts games.
They weren't bad.
A lot of fun. The storyline was like the worst thing ever. It was the most confused jumble of information thrown at you in the weirdest arrangement.
And then all the different time periods where all the games played. Like, they brought up Kingdom Hearts, and then they had Kingdom Hearts 2, but then you had to play this one, because it was the...
changed memories.
Yeah.
No one played because the game was awful.
Which is coming to your phone. Random fact. And then you had... what was that one for the 2 for the PSP? There was the one where you played as 3 different characters, and it was basically Star Wars all over again.
I can't remember.
Fuck, what was that?
I don't know. It was so jumbled. Like in Kingdom Hearts 2, you fight Organization 13, which is an organization of 13 assassins.
Yeah.
And when you go to fight them, 7 of their markers are destroyed from the word go, and you have no idea who they are or what destroyed their marker, and when their marker dies, that person's dead. It's just like, okay, so it's actually the organization of 6 as far as I know. What happened is, in like the other games that just weren't very good and weren't well known, it went over that kind of, and it just throws it all at you in just the most haphazard manner. I don't know. But the gameplay was rock solid.
Yes, it was. I enjoyed them. Like, I played a fair amount of the first one. I played a little bit of the second one.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I know there's going to be a lot of people who are excited about it.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
I'm excited.
I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. I'm on the fence with it.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see why. I mean, they haven't done themselves any justice on, actually making a consolidated story and gameplay experience.
Yeah, I only played the first 2. I didn't play any of the other ones.
Yeah. My biggest gripe with the actual gameplay itself is like in Kingdom Hearts 1, you fight Sephiroth as the hidden secret boss,
and he was ridiculous.
Well, not even that. It's just that he gives you the best weapon in the game, but you've already beat him to get it, and he's the toughest guy. And you're like,
that's usually how it goes.
I get the purpose of this. However, it takes away from that weapon because I'll never use it.
Speaking of the Square Enix stuff, new Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Which I loved the last Deus Ex.
Yeah, it was good.
And I mean, I've stated lots of the previous podcasts. I'm a big fan of the cyberpunk style games. So I just hope that they make it, if they're gonna do it like they did the last one, where they make it so your options that you can take are good. Like, instead of, if you go full combat style and you want to be run and gun, you're gonna get wrecked all the way through. Like, make them all decent options to pick from.
Yeah, all valid things to actually succeed at the game, not just I took hacking, therefore I win.
Yeah, or stealth.
That's what the game came down to, unfortunately.
Stealth and hacking, and you win.
Yeah.
But I am excited to see it come out. I can't wait to play it. I will definitely be picking that up, and then I know Jared's excited for Just Cause 3.
Yes.
Which, does that one have multiplayer? Do you know if they're...
Yeah, I believe it's something they've been talking about.
Yeah!
Just Cause 2 did. It didn't at first, but it got modded in, and then the company put it in as, like, bonus content.
Yeah. I mean, the game itself was not a great game.
No.
As far as...
Just Cause 2 was terrible.
As far as like story and all that, but it was just fun to fuck around.
Well, you had like the super grappling hook and the random parachute.
I wouldn't say the gameplay for it was terrible. It wasn't its strongest point.
Well, the worst point was probably the story.
Yeah.
It was like a B-rate movie.
No, what was terrible was the first Just Cause.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know how it warranted a sequel. But they're lucky the sequel was good enough to warrant a sequel.
Yeah. Yeah. A trequel. Yeah. So, at least it'll be fun to play. I can't wait to ride jets again. Surf on them.
Jump from helicopter to helicopter, or jet to jet, or...
Jet to jet.
In the gameplay video for it, he shoots a grappling hook around an enemy.
Yeah.
Hook around like the tank and blows up the tank, and then the tank goes up in the air and takes the enemy with it.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But that's what makes the game fun. It's just the random things you can do.
Yeah. And the map in them are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool to see.
Yeah. It'll be a good game to play, I think.
That'll be something that we'll see more frequently too with the next gen consoles, is that extra processing power and RAM. Yeah. Where they can generate a larger map and actually load it.
Yeah, I mean, we already saw a glimpse of it with Witcher.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm sure Fallout 4 will have a huge map.
When we are done, Jared, you need to go watch Zero Punctuation's review of The Witcher. I watched it today, and holy fuck, was it funny!
Was it?
He bashes the shit out of that game.
What is there even to bash?
You need to go watch it.
Job.
It's his job. It's honestly, when he says a game is good, you know the game is good. Because it's very rare that he doesn't just bash the shit out of games.
Yeah.
But the way he talks about it's hilarious. You have to go watch it.
And there's still 3 games we didn't mention from Nintendo. Woolly World.
I said Yoshi.
Woolly,
You said the title of it.
Woody.
Do it.
Do it.
That game, like Yoshi's Island 2, is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. So it's cool to see that that's making a revival, and it's 2-player.
Yeah.
Which is even cooler.
I like the art style. I like the wool style.
It's epic yarn.
Yeah.
But Yoshi instead of Kirby.
Yeah. It looked.
And that game was delightful.
I'm happy to see Yoshi getting his own game finally again.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he deserves it.
Yeah.
What I'm really looking forward to from E3 or from Nintendo. The Mario Tennis.
Mario Tennis?
Yeah.
Mario Tennis is fun.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong represent.
What are your thoughts on the Mario and Luigi the Paper Mario crossover?
Should be good. I mean, Paper Mario was good. So
It's
I see
Mario
no reason why
RPG.
this wouldn't.
It's just like Mario and Luigi for the DS. I can't remember the title of it. When you have adult and baby Mario and Luigi on a team.
Yeah.
Like, it has that timed button press mechanic for combat, where your skills involve you either to mash or to time press or to put in button combinations. So you're actually involved. You're not just holding down
Jesus.
the circle so the guy does all the swings. So you quad cut mime. That game should be fantastic.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet.
Yeah. But one game, like, I was, just blown away by at the Nintendo consoles, Runbow.
Runbow. I think I missed that one.
Yeah, that doesn't ring any bells with me.
What it is, it's a side-scrolling platformer where the background and the foreground are defined by what color they are, and randomly, or not randomly, but at set intervals of the stage, it'll wash over and change everything, making a new layout for the map and for the enemies. And it'll do that every, we'll say, 4 seconds. And it'll go through a set pattern of color, and that will change the map so that you interact differently. So, like, if the background is red, there'll be platforms here. If the background is yellow, it'll be platforms here. So you have to, like, time your jumps to make it from platform to platform based on the changing background. And the best part is, it's 9 players.
9 players.
Yeah.
That's like what the Zelda game should be.
Or 27, depending.
Or yeah.
Yeah. Or 18.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are excited about the Shin Megami Tensei versus or X Fire Emblem.
Yes. The Fire Emblem Fates?
No, the Shin Megami Tensei X.
X Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Is that seriously what it's called?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh.
It's where the Persona guys or whatever, like Shin Megame's guys, are taking on the Fire Emblem guys. A tactic style game.
So, like, do you know which Fire Emblem you fight against? Or is it all of them?
I think it's a bit of all of them. Like, all the popular characters from all of them.
Okay.
Is what it looked like. Because I'm pretty sure Roy's in it, and Marth. And I think a couple of the characters, I think Chrom might even be in it for the new one.
I liked Chrom.
Chrom was cool. I really liked the new Fire Emblem.
Lynn, Hector, Kellywood.
I always liked the Fire Emblem games. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They
Super
were
strategic, where, like, if people died, they were dead.
Except for in the new one, because they had easy mode for us who were bad at the game. They were just unconscious.
Yeah.
The one thing I kind of want to see at Nintendo conference was another Golden Sun game for the 3DS.
Yeah, I would.
Golden Sun was cool.
Golden Sun was good.
I don't know how I ever felt about, like, how your DS or the game cartridge itself had like the sun panel in it. So you could leave it out in the sun. You're like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
This seems gimmicky.
I don't know. I wasn't overly excited about the new Metroid, though.
I am and I'm not.
I don't know. I was hoping for, like, an actual new Metroid, not this weird take on Metroid.
Well, yeah, you don't play as Samus. You play as, like, a Federation trooper.
Yeah. It's a multiplayer thing, right?
But, like, you can customize your dude. You can customize your guns.
Yeah.
You go through missions in co-op.
Which is great. I mean, I think that's sweet that they made that, but I would have liked to see an actual Samus Metroid.
I don't think it needs the Metroid Prime name attached to it. I think you could have just called it Federation Forces.
Yeah. I don't know. How, like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. I think the game itself will be fun because they usually are. Yeah. But I would have liked to see an actual Metroid Prime game.
Yeah. Well, that said, I mean, Metroid Prime 3 wasn't the best, and Metroid Prime 2 was worse than the first one.
But they were all still better than the other M.
Without saying.
Yeah.
Although
other M was trash.
I didn't mind the gameplay in some of the aspects. Like the side-scrolling parts to it, I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Everything else about the game, I hated.
Yeah, I can't say I was sold on that one. I picked it up, and I still have it, but I'll never finish it, guaranteed.
You know Walmart still sells it for $80.
Wow.
I know!
Walmart breaking it in. That store, in fact, pulls zero of its punches.
Yeah, like I was excited for that game when they were showing the trailers for it because of the whole side-scrolling aspect to it, and that it had like the fast pace, like it was away from the first-person shooter style.
Yeah.
And then the game came out, and my God.
Yeah. Well, it's that whole. I can't remember the name of the guy who runs the Team Ninja.
Yeah.
But his take on video games is that video games should be a movie and not an interactive medium.
The Order?
But yeah, it's just like, no, you're wrong. Movies are a movie. Video games are a very interactive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be the one controlling everything. That's the purpose.
Actually, something that they showed that surprised me and didn't surprise me at the same time is Telltale's new Walking Dead miniseries they're doing based around Michonne.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't surprise me because you know they're gonna milk everything.
Oh yeah,
but at the same time, it did surprise me because
I was expecting.
I don't know why.
I was expecting Walking Dead season 3, I guess.
Yeah,
which would have been better, in my opinion,
and made sense. But I mean,
yeah,
I will play it. I mean, it'll be cool to see a little bit of like this, how they're gonna do it and where they're gonna take it. Like if it's gonna be like Michonne's like actual backstory, or
does Michonne warrant her own game?
Oh yeah, she's a main player in this.
Yeah, she's got a huge story that they don't even.
They barely touch on.
Surface. Yeah,
like
even in the comics, you don't even like scratch the surface of the story.
Yeah, like she's a main player in that show.
But we don't scratch the surface of many character stories, and yet they don't deserve a spin-off.
It's both the depth of her story and the popularity.
Yeah, like she is a fan favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She is a major fan favorite in both the comics and in the show.
Is it going to end up like, what was Vincent's? Surge of Derberus.
Surge of Derberus? Dirge of Cerberus?
Yeah. I always called it Surge of Derberus. I don't know why.
I liked it.
It wasn't a good game.
I enjoyed it. I don't care.
I guess so.
I
just thought that it was like, it could have been done really a lot better than it was.
Oh yeah, the gameplay in that game was horrendous.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the story and I had fun with it.
That's fair. I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. The gameplay was so...
That was like me in Crisis Core.
I didn't play Crisis Core.
A lot of people loved it, but I couldn't play it. I just couldn't get into it.
It seemed like it was just a game of, like, play the slots until you just auto-won every fight.
Pretty much. I didn't like the combat at all. I hated the combat in that game.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna make it an action game, make it an action game. If you're gonna make it a turn-based game, make it a turn-based game. Don't try and do both.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any good examples of tactics or action and turn-based at the same time.
Valkyria Chronicles. It's action-based because you move your character and you actually aim your character, but it is still based on taking turns.
I disagree because computers cheat hard.
But I mean,
it's like you're running around, their troops are super accurate. Well, they're running around, your troops are just stormtroopers.
Yes.
Yeah, I see him, boss. I got this one.
Yeah. But I mean, what mechanic-wise, it's the closest thing you could probably get to that mix of two, because it's still action but turn-based.
Yeah. I would have said Vandal Hearts too,
but guys,
the only person on the world that played that game.
2016 Game of the Year, Godzilla.
I was watching the trailer for that, actually, and that looks horrendous, which is upsetting, because I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what game I'm looking forward to for 2015?
Transformers Devastation?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which will be $20 for the full release and will feature over 6,600 cards. You know, the Yu-Gi-Oh game is going to be my version of Bloodstain.
Hype train!
Oh, man.
You dare to besmirch the name of the left arm of the Forbidden One?
How dare you? I don't know. Who do you think you did the best at E3? Who do you think was the best and who was the worst for conferences? One at a time. Jared, you go first.
For me, it's a toss-up between Bethesda. Bethesda didn't have as much, but I mean, everything they showed was solid.
Yeah.
So it's a toss-up to me between Bethesda and Microsoft for the best. For worst, probably, and this is just because I don't have too much interest in their game to begin with, but probably Squeenix.
Okay.
What is Squeenix, not FF7?
Yeah, but FF7 was revealed at Sony, so I guess it depends how you look, I guess.
Tyler?
But I mean...
Finish, Jared.
Go ahead, Jared.
You were saying something.
Okay, yeah. For me, like, the only thing Squeenix...
He cuts out, so it's...
That interested me was Just Cause 3 and Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fair.
Yeah. Anyway, I am finished.
Alright.
Yeah.
Tyler?
I've always been a fan of Nintendo, so generally I kind of steer towards that. But that said, like, there's no show I thought was terrible. The only part of E3 I thought was actually bad was Disney's Infinity. The guy announcing that was just the worst.
Disney Infinity
that felt so scripted and so just like, I'm a used car salesman.
And that game is the biggest piss off for that fucking buy figures to play the game shit, because they said when the second one was coming out is that you were going to be able to play the worlds from the first one in the second one, and then the game came out and you can't, and it's probably going to be the same fucking thing in the new one.
Yeah, see, like, I have a gripe with that, and I can't get over it, and I can't support that kind of shystiness.
Exactly. Like, Skylanders is the only one that's done it right. You can use any of your characters from previous games in the new games. Same with the new Lego Dimensions that's coming out. And that's going to be fucking awesome, because look at all the different franchises they have rights to. Jurassic Park, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Doctor Who.
Which is just like the weirdest amalgamation of things.
Yeah, like they have rights to so many things.
Yeah.
That you'll be able to see Superman take on Captain America if you want.
That is not a fight.
It's not a fight. But you know what I mean, right? Or Batman versus Wolverine. We can finally put that to bed. It was a conversation we were having last night, Jared. Sorry.
I still think that, well, I don't know. I'm torn on that one. I think Batman has a chance, but I think you are right in that Wolverine just has no easily exploited weakness.
Yeah.
Depending on if adamantium is actually magnetic or not.
Yeah. It depends on the day, how they're feeling that day when they're writing the comics.
Yeah, it shifts back and forth so frequently, you're like, I don't even know. But, yeah, like, I don't think anyone had, like, a terrible show other than Disney Infinity. I hated that part. I almost shut off my feed at that point.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it.
For me, I think the winner for me was most definitely Bethesda as far as what it got me excited for.
Yeah.
As far as all around, I think Microsoft came out swinging strong. But I mean, the biggest thing that they really announced was backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
That was their big gun. The other thing is they have more first-party titles coming out this fall, where Sony has really nothing coming out this fall. Sony's big thing.
Yeah, that is true.
Sony's big gun was Final Fantasy Remake, Shenmue, and Last Guardian.
Uncharted.
Not even Uncharted. Uncharted, people have been knowing about, but it's not coming out this year.
Oh, okay.
It's a big game, but those were the three big things. They played on the nostalgia, and for that, and for the amount of hype that they delivered from that conference, I think Sony takes the cake for being the best of show, in my opinion. Worst of show, it's hard to say, because like you said, no one's was really that, really bad.
Yeah.
As far as probably what was enjoyable to watch, I don't know, I'd probably have to stick with the Square Enix side too, because there wasn't a whole lot there other than, Shenmue and Final Fantasy VII,
yeah,
and Deus Ex that really was a big announcement.
Yeah, and I did like that Nintendo did gameplay instead of like trailers and pre-rendered videos.
Absolutely, and that was something that Nintendo I was really happy to see, because in my old age, making myself sound so old, but even working in the gaming industry, I always got excited because of trailers, but I always ended up getting let down by games because I got excited because of the trailer. It looked cool.
Yeah, the trailers, like, you could make them look fantastic for a shitty game.
Yeah, and now
Watch Dogs.
Exactly is a perfect example. Pretty much all the games that came out this generation of console so far.
Yeah,
it comes down to, I want to see gameplay. I want to see actual people playing this game. I don't want to see just little bits and pieces that worked out really well. I want to see people playing it, and that was something Nintendo did really well. Even though they didn't come out with the big fireworks, but I got to see every game being played and how they all play by just regular people. Not just developers who know every ins and outs of the level. They know all the secrets, how to beat this, how to beat that. I mean, watching the guy
on Star Fox, it didn't matter.
Well, I don't think it was one of the Nintendo guys that actually did it. I think it was like one of the one of the guys from like IGN or something like that they may have had on stage.
Reporters.
Yeah, I think that's what they were, because it was definitely, you could tell it seemed like it was his first time playing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's neat. I like to see gameplay over a video.
Absolutely. Trailers are great. You can make anything look pretty.
Yeah. But
show me what the game actually plays like. Show me the mechanics.
Yeah. Show me it in fluid motion.
Yeah. Give me if it has a story, tell me a little bit about the story.
Yeah.
Give me a reason to get excited. Don't just show me this quick minute and a half video of all this random shit that happens in the cinematics throughout the entire game.
Of super action robot hour.
Yeah.
Show me 20 minutes of straight gameplay with no breaks.
Exactly. But those are my thoughts on E3, and that's our E3 presentation for everyone. Again, I'm Eric. I'm here with Tyler.
Yay.
And Jared. Thanks for watching.
Yay.
Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment to our videos, and to follow us on Twitter at Game Jockeys and on Facebook. And
Game Jockeys.
Until next time, we'll see you.